Yo, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so let's have some updates on me to start with. There's a number of reasons why it's been a while since I made a video. The main one being a thing that everyone in the UK is going through currently, and that's the lockdown situation. Just not being able to get out and fly whenever you want with your mates, when it's the only thing you enjoy doing. It really ends up getting you down. So it's really hard to stay motivated and when you can't enjoy your hobby. So I know that's like first world problems, and there's a lot more people going through a lot worse things than that. I count myself quite lucky, really, that my main business, I run it from home already, and haven't had too many issues with getting stock in from my suppliers, so that I can carry on working on that. Yeah, so last year, mainly during the lockdown when we weren't able to fly, obviously my main concern was money, like most people. Now my main business that as I said, I run from home already. I just put all my efforts into concentrating on that, really. I was still able to design the Odin and release that last year, but I really needed to step back from designing frames so that I could just make sure that my main bread and butter, my main income, continued to carry on coming in. I'm pleased to say that the things that I did, the efforts that I made, and the strategies I took all seem to have worked quite well, and I've managed to stay afloat and keep my business going. And yeah, luckily it looks like there's only another few more months of this, and yeah, we should be through it. Seems like there have been a few positives that have come out of the pandemic and the lockdown. You have to just try and take the positives where you can find them. One of the things I've personally found, and I've seen in a few of my friends and people that I know, is that having all this extra time, not being able to go out and just completely fill all your time with entertainment and going out and meeting friends and keeping busy. Everyone's got a lot more time on their hands to think about their lives and what they want to do. I'm going to get all philosophical with you now. So yeah, a lot of people, especially me, it's given me a hell of a lot more time to just think about what I want to do with my life, with my business, with my hobby, with the frame, with everything, with life in general, really. Okay, so updates on my YouTube channel. So primarily, I started my YouTube channel just as a place to put my flight videos, so that I could have a whole history of almost every time I go out flying, I end up making an edit and chucking it on YouTube, and they're going back over 5 years now. I was just mainly interested in going out and flying with friends and having a good time, editing and cutting it all in time with music and putting good tunes on it, mainly for my own entertainment. It's only the last couple of years where I've actually been going in front of the camera and making guides on how to put together the frames. And I've been struggling along, like using my mobile phone and trying to record on GoPros, and I bought some cheap camera back in the day that wasn't very good, and yeah, so all my videos have been pretty subpar. Not just the video quality, but obviously I know that the audio really sucks. I've got quite a quiet voice, I can't really project it very far, so, and I don't want to be sitting in my house talking really loudly and having all my neighbours listen to me. If I'm honest, it's a bit embarrassing. So yeah, I've splashed out on a new camera, which I'm filming on today, so hopefully this is coming out pretty good. It's just got loads more nice features. Hopefully the video quality is just going to help my channel look a lot more professional, basically. Along with that, I've managed to get, you may not have noticed, I've got a little lav mic on there, little wireless lav mic. Bought some stands and some other and some lights and bits and pieces so that I can do some nice overhead shots of my new build videos. And I've just been trying to come up with some ideas of videos that I can make that don't involve like having to go out and fly with mates. I've been a bit lucky where obviously the frames is part of my business, and part of designing the frames is testing them, so I have to go out and fly. It's part of its work. It's not whether I want to go out and fly for fun or not, I do need to go out and test the frames. So I have been going out a few times, but yeah, I mean, if you live in the UK, you'll be used to seeing this when you look out the window. Just grey skies, everything is soaking wet, and yeah, this is like, it's horrible going out and flying in that. Every time you crash, your drone just gets caked in mud. Let me show you. Check that out. That one's, yeah, he's been buried. Yeah, got to do that durability testing. He did quite a beefy dive into the mud at the playing fields the other day. That moves me nicely on to updates on HaloRC. You may have seen that my frame, the HaloRC Osiris, was featured on Joshua Bardwell's Ultimate Freestyle Frame lineup. So I'm really proud of that, managing to get in amongst all those big manufacturers like Lumineer, GEP-RC, FPV Cycle. I'm pretty sure I was the only independent frame designer and very small time company that made it into the lineup, and I'm pretty sure I was the only person from Europe as well. It seemed like the main thing that Josh had a problem with was just the simple fact that I'm in the UK, most of his audience is in USA, and for them to order my frames is just really expensive and takes a long time for everything to arrive. I've got a bit of an announcement to make on that part. So I've actually gone ahead and I've managed to set up a relationship with some people in America that I really trust. They're going to help me out, and I'm going to be teaming up with them, and they're going to be basically running HaloRC USA warehouse. So I'm going to be packing up and shipping stock over to USA, so everybody in America can go to the website and choose USA warehouse, and everything's going to be shipped out of North Dakota. Super fast USPS, like going to be breaking into the USA market in about a month's time, I should think. Middle of March, towards the end of March, that'll be. So yeah, HaloRC is going international. Quite excited to be doing that. That'll cover one of the things that Josh didn't like about my frame, was the fact that he couldn't get spares in America. Now he's going to be able to. So, and yeah, everybody else who lives in America obviously is going to be able to as well. It's not the USA warehouse for Joshua Bardwell. So, as I've teased in that build video that I did, I've been working on the Archon V3 for a few months now. Development on that's going really well. It's now in the hands of all my sponsored pilots who are testing it out, and there's only one or two little areas of it that I need to test further in the next batch before I go to the final production. When I order that first batch and they're paid for and they're on the way, I might start a pre-order, but I'll certainly release a lot more details on the frame then. So yeah, it's looking pretty good at the moment. This is the as close to the final one as it's going to get. Obviously the main features being that it's got the awesome carbon front end signature of the Archon. It's got the nice claw arms, that bit of a signature of the Archon as well. And You can fit an air unit, 30 by 30 stack, 20 by 20 stack, 25 by 25 stack. So yeah, it's gonna be a really versatile frame. Like I can't think of any bunch of components that you could not fit in this frame. So yeah, really pleased with how that's come together, and really excited to release it. So yeah, around the same time of me launching the Archon V3, I'm going to be launching the USA warehouse. Exciting times ahead for HaloRC. More things that I've locked down. I don't know if having all this time is a good thing or a bad thing, because I've ended up just making loads of decisions and plans to do all these things, but now I've actually got to do them. So I've got like loads of work to do. So one of the things I've done is I've taken on a new sponsored pilot. He's called Andrew Lawrence. Some of you will know him, and a lot of you will have seen his work. He comes from more the cinematography side of things. So before he got into FPV, he was flying like Inspires and DJIs and filming equipment, and using it all for filming, doing filming work for a living. And then when he got into FPV, he's been using FPV to film all sorts of things, commercials, TV programs and things like that. The first place that I saw him flying a drone, and I saw the footage, and I was like, oh, you lucky bastard, to get to film on this program, and that was Top Gear. So he's the drone pilot for Top Gear, the UK version, obviously the proper one. So yeah, like you may have seen last season or the season before, they were at Alton Towers and they did that wall of death thing as well. He was doing all the FPV, all the shots that everyone who flies FPV knew were filmed using FPV. Yeah, they were all filmed by him. So I've teamed up with him, started sponsoring him, and we're working together on some pretty unique frames specifically designed for doing filming work, which often involves flying a lot slower, having the ability to change your camera angle from sometimes negative 10 or 20 degrees all the way up to 40 degrees, and obviously big cine lifters that can carry Komodos, DSLRs, and all these cinematography cameras that all these expensive cameras that people are flying around. Yeah, I've been watching them for a while. Catalyst Machine Works and Shen Drones, they're obviously the two big players. It's obviously the bigger you go, the more expensive it is, but I'm going to try and step up a bit and come up with my own take on a cine lifter, as well as a frame primarily designed for filming with a GoPro or action camera, but all props out of view and variable angles. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be coming up a lot later on in the year, because things like that, because they're all completely untested and very different to what I'm used to flying. But the idea is that I can, because I fly freestyle all the time, and those quads always fly best because they're super well balanced, less emphasis on getting the props out of view, more emphasis on, yeah, perfect balance and flight characteristics. So we're going to try and blend the freestyle frames with cinematography frames to try and make the cinematography frames just fly a lot better. Most of the time you don't need them to be super responsive and really agile, but sometimes you do. So we're going to be working together on trying to bring something like that out later this year. Quite a lot of exciting stuff going on with HaloRC and my channel. Hopefully I'm going to be bringing you some I got a load of cool little ideas coming up that I'm going to hopefully get people involved, give people something to watch during the last stages of lockdown. That's all for now. Yeah, more videos coming out soon though. I wanted to get my new equipment sorted, and I wanted this to be kind of the comeback video, just to give you all a bit of an update on what to expect over the next coming weeks, months, years, whatever. Alright, take care guys, and yeah, I'll see you all soon. Laters.